Hey, Mike Koenigs here. I wanted to share something very big with you. Now, if you're watching this video on a registration page to ask questions, it's useful for that. This is also a Make It Happen Monday video because the whole point of this video is how to ask really great questions so they get answered when you're, let's say, going to attend a live teleseminar, webinar, or webcast. Now, I also want to give a thank you to Brendan Burchard for coming up with this formula. But what this is the secret to asking the right questions. Now, number one, when you want to ask some questions that are going to be answered on a teleseminar, webinar, webcast, you want to do your homework first and don't waste the time of the person that's willing to answer your questions. And you form your question from your homework so you know what you want and what your outcome is going to be. Now, here's the big secret. You want to ask either yes or no or this or that questions only. In other words, should I do this or that? Or is this, should I buy this thing or that thing, or should I buy this thing at all? Now, what's great about that is the person who is going to answer that question will give you the solution on the spot. Now, that's great in itself because hopefully they're going to save you an enormous amount of time and money on what it would take to just figure this out on your own or do the research or invest in an expensive consultant. Now, more importantly, they'll feel compelled. I know I always do. Brendan certainly does. Paul Colligan does. And that is to give you the reasons why and the wisdom. And that's what's worth the big money, because they'll be willing to articulate their experience and tell you usually a story about what they've done and why they've done it. And that's where you can literally compress time. So again, instead of spending a small fortune making really ridiculous mistakes that someone else already has at their expense and not wasting a bunch of money, you're going to get some really great solutions. The wisdom and direction is always better than something that you can look up or experience yourself. Now, what we've been finding is we've been making this the standard strategy for all of our Traffic Geyser and Q&A sessions that we've been doing. Now, in fact, we've gone so far as to say we won't answer questions if they're not in this format. And what we found is the people watching and listening to the teleseminars, webinars, and webcasts say, this is great, I'm learning so much more. And if you ever use this type of a strategy or technique, build it into your system, into your business as well. You're going to find that your customers, whether they're coaching customers or clients, are going to get a lot more out of your knowledge, your experience, and it's going to position you even better as an expert and authority. So, if all you do is you sit down, you do your homework ahead of time, establish what your outcome is, ask a yes or no or a this or that question, you're going to go further and further. So, that's it. Again, if you're watching this just as a video, great, you've learned a great lesson. If not, make sure if you're watching this video and there's a form below, ask that yes or no, this or that question, and I'll see you in that teleseminar, webinar, or webcast. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side.